Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to look at two must-have improvements for your Benelli M4 and your M4 clones. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to take a look at a couple of improvements that I think is kind of a must-have for the Benelli M4 and the M4 clones. If you follow my channel, you know I've already done a few videos about this SDS OXA M4 that I got in. Starting to do some more improvements to it, and I'm going to kind of show you each individual one as I get them in and do them, and then I'll do a final video kind of showing you my setup as a whole. But tonight we're going to take a look at it's from a company called S&J Hardware USA. They actually have I think a Canadian business as well as a US, so you'll have to go to their USA website. The two items we're going to look at is the M4 bolt assist device and then the Benelli M4 oversized charging handle. So there's two items here. You've got the oversized charging handle, and then you have the bolt assist device. So both of these, as much as the Benelli seems to be perfect, it is not perfect. There's a few things wrong with it. So even though it's a clone, even the real ones have a problem with a very small bolt handle. And that's one of the things that people like changing out. The other thing is this bolt assist. If you're familiar with the Benelli M4, it has a very small button right here. So they offer two different options for that. You can three different options. You can change out your complete bolt release button with a whole new unit. That costs about $100. Then the other option is they sell you a new button, and it actually just you have to drill and tap and put it on your existing button once you drill and tap it and put it on. The other option is this one, which is the bolt assist. Now this one is $25. The bolt handle I'm going to show you, the oversized bolt handle, is $30. So they're not overly expensive, but not, real cheap either, so kind of in between. The reason I chose S&J was more for their oversized bolt handle. It mimics the design of this in the factory one. It's just enlarged over some of the others that are they're knurled, they're different things, and they're fine. I'm sure. I think GG&G makes a real nice one. A few different variations, quite a few different companies that make them, obviously. So, but I want to show you these two and kind of show you what that's about. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. And once you get these, make sure that you oil them real well on the shaft. Makes it easier to get in and out. So there's two versions when you start buying bolt handles, that one spins and one does not. So S&J Hardware does not spin. If you look right here where it goes into the detent, it actually has flat spots. If you see just one continuous kind of ring, that will spin. It doesn't really matter to me either way. I think some people don't like the spinning part, the ones that spin, but it doesn't really matter to me. So let's take a look at these side by side. So if you look, the design is very similar to the factory one. It's just oversized. So it's not much longer, which I like. Some of these get way too long, but it's a lot bigger around. But it gives you a little indentation here, so you can get your finger in it and manipulate your bolt really easy. Nice construction, very clean. Fit and finish is real nice on it. It's kind of a blue Parkerized type finish. Is that focusing in on the camera? Okay. My son's down here helping me. Say hello, son.
Hi, guys. So
this is the Benelli M4 Combat Charging Handle is what that's called. Alright, so let's take a look at this and how this works. This is the neatest portion that I like because it's a pretty simple thing. So what you have to do is unscrew your magazine tube and then release this just a little. If you notice, I didn't pull it all the way out, and this slides in there. We're going to take a look at this and I'll show you how to put it in. Now I will say this about the S&J. there's a couple companies making these, and I went ahead, because I like their bolt handle, went ahead and ordered this because it didn't add much to shipping. Here's the problem that I found. I don't know that it's a problem, but I just didn't like it. So the ones they have does not look like that. This is theirs, but I've modified it. Theirs is squared off at the top, not rounded like you see here now. It does not have this texturing on here. I've added that. That's a rubberized grip tape. Is all I've done is add that. And then, instead of it being rounded, it is squared off, and it also has what's called a standoff. So in other words, you see how that curls up? Well, it also curled up on this end here. And my problem with that is, every time you push down on this, that flat piece, the standoff on this end, is going to push against your receiver like that. And eventually it's going to mark up your receiver, I think, in my opinion. So I decided to do away with it. I didn't see no need for it, and I rounded it off. Just kind of makes it look a little better instead of just straight off. And it cuts down on the sharp edges. But so I did modify it. You know, look around. There's other companies that do make them, and they all function exactly the same as this one. So that's the main thing I want to show you. So all you do is get it in here like this, and I kind of position it just over the button, nice and squared off. Make sure it's down inside of there, and then you just simply push down and it locks it into place just like that. So then you come up here and tighten this back down. Let's go ahead and stick the bolt knob in. Let's show you how it functions. So bolts back, locked into place. What I like about this is now I can just grab hold of it with any of these fingers here, and it goes home just like that. However, if I just want to slap it with my thumb, let's say I'm loading, you know, so it gives you more options with this, and it's a big target to hit if you need to do it fast, whether it be in a self-defense situation, or, you know, if you're shooting this thing in competition or whatever. It gives you a lot of flexibility to not have to hit just that little teeny button that's on there with one finger or a thumb or whatever, because it doesn't really matter. I can hit it there. I can kind of push it up here, right up in here. It goes. Or I can just grab it like that. So I'll show you, I don't consider it a negative, but if you caught this on something, you could bend it, you know, up like that. I've actually put this in a vise and kind of made it tighter, so you just squeeze this end that's clamped in. You can tap it with a hammer or squeeze it to make it a little tighter against that button. But it's not going anywhere. It doesn't rock. It doesn't move around. It doesn't wiggle. So it's a good piece of kit to have on your M4, in my opinion. Again, I do like the rubberized texture. Now, they did have a version 2, I think, that actually had some texturing built into the metal. I didn't see it available, so I just ordered the smooth one at the time. And I just knew I could put a piece of grip tape or something like that on it. I like this grip tape here. If you notice, I put grip tape here. Again, I'll discuss all my modifications in total as we go through some separate videos. But just wanted to show you the S&J hardware portion of what I purchased and put on here. So, but anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got a favorite bolt handle or something like that you like, be sure to share that with us. Or this bolt assist, or I'm sorry, this forward assist mod here. If you got one that you like I said, there's only a couple companies that make them, but this one seemed to be okay. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.